One of the biggest mistakes you can make is underestimating the Sigma male. Just because they are not the typical alpha male does not mean they are not dangerous. Sigma males are the type of guy who is quiet but deadly. They are often underestimated, and that's a mistake you do not want to make. Not because they are physically strong, but because they are incredibly intelligent and determined, while they are calm and collected. On the outside, they are always thinking 10 steps ahead. This makes him a very dangerous opponent, and someone you should always be wary of. Sigma males are the quiet ones who sit back and observe. They take in all the information, always thinking, always planning, and always ready to strike. The last thing you want to do is give Sigma a reason to target you. This doesn't mean that Sigmas are bad boys by nature. In fact, they are very peaceful and understanding, but you should never try to step on his tail because you will get burned. There is nothing more dangerous than a Sigma man with a vendetta. Here are 12 reasons why Sigma males are the most dangerous breed. 1. There is more to them than meets the eye when you first meet a Sigma. You may not think much of him. He seems like a normal guy. But this is exactly what they want you to think. They want to blend in, not be noticed. But make no mistake, there is a lot going on behind that calm exterior. They know more than they let on, making them very dangerous. If you want to mess with the Sigma, you must be prepared for the unknown. Sigma men are often very quiet and introverted, but this is because they are constantly observing and taking in information. They are always processing and strategizing, which makes them very hard to read. You never know what a Sigma is thinking, and this is not something you want to underestimate. What you see on the surface is not what you get with a Sigma man. Especially when it comes to intelligence and determination, they are far more complex than they appear. This is the type of person you want on your side, but never want to cross too. They don't take kindly to being crossed. If you cross a Sigma male, you will quickly learn it was a very bad idea. They do not take kindly to being crossed, especially if it's something that they feel strongly about. Of course, if someone did something to him unintentionally, Sigma realizes it right away and doesn't take it personally. But if you wrong him on purpose, man, he will not let it go. Especially if you touched him where you shouldn't. You might think you can get away with it, but he will set you up. It might not be today or tomorrow, but he will ensure you regret crossing him. As vengeful as the Sigma male seems, he is not actually a spiteful person. He just doesn't like it when someone specifically bothers him just for their own sake. He's the type that would rather just stay out of trouble and not get involved in other people's business. But if you bring it to his doorstep, he will not hesitate to show you who's boss. It's like a personal challenge to him, and he will not back down until he comes out on top. He will put you in your place so you understand that such a thing is not done to anyone. Whether it's at work, in his personal life, or even online, the Sigma will not let you get away with it. You might have thought that you could take him down, but you will quickly realize that you were very wrong. 3. They are experts at reading people and know how to manipulate a situation. When you are dealing with a Sigma male, you are not dealing with your average Joe. They are very good at reading people and understanding their motivations. This makes them very dangerous because they can easily manipulate a situation to their advantage. They know how to push all the right buttons and always seem to get what they want. In the end, this skill also comes in handy when trying to get information from someone. They are very good at interrogation and can often get people to reveal things they never intended to. There is no point in trying to lie or hide anything from them, because they will see right through you. If you lie to a Sigma, he'll pretend to believe you just to see what you'll do next. He acts very passively, making you think you're in control, but he's the one pulling all the strings. He wants to see how far you'll go, while the alpha male acts aggressively when he is lied to. The Sigma male uses reverse psychology. He is always in control even when it seems like he isn't. He knows how to manipulate a situation much more subtly than anyone else. 4. They forgive you but never forget. Sigma males have an incredible memory, and they never forget anything. This is both a blessing and a curse. If you have wronged them in the past, they will never forget it. But if you have been good to them, they will also never forget that either. Once you have earned their trust, they will be loyal to you forever. They might not show it, but they are actually very sentimental individuals. That's why many Sigmas have a hard time letting go of the past. They might forgive you, but they will never forget what you did if you make another wrong move. No matter how small it's game over, they will quickly remind you of all your past transgressions and remove you from their life. This is why being careful with the Sigma male is so important. They might seem like they don't care about anything, but they actually have a lot of feelings, they just keep them hidden very well. Maybe you think you managed to fool him, but he actually knows everything. He's just waiting for the perfect moment to show you that he knows exactly what you've been up to. 5. They are extremely resilient and determined. Sigma men are some of the most resilient and determined people you will ever meet. They never give up. No matter how hard things get, they always find a way to overcome any obstacle in their way. This is because they have an incredible will to succeed. They always set their sights high and strive to achieve their goals. No matter how many times they fail, they never give up. They always find a way to pick themselves back up and try again. They are true fighters who never give up on their dreams. So if you ever mess with a Sigma male, know that you're in for a long fight. He will never give up until he comes out on top. They are also very determined to get what they want. If they set their sights on something, they will stop at nothing to get it. This makes him a very dangerous opponent, both in business and in personal relationships. If you cross him, he will not rest until he takes you down. But if you're on his good side, he will be a powerful ally who will stop at nothing to help you achieve your goals. Yes, sure, everyone is determined and resilient, but the Sigma takes it to a whole other level. They are in a class of their own when it comes to determination and resilience. That's why you should always be careful with the Sigma. You never know what he is capable of. Music 6. They never show their true intentions. The Sigma man is a master of disguise when he feels threatened. He will never reveal his true intentions, making it very hard to know what he's really thinking. He is always calculating and knows how to play his cards very well. This makes him a very difficult person because you never know what he's going to do next. He would rather keep people guessing and off balance. He is always calm and collected on the surface. But there is a lot going on behind that blank stare. While the alpha male is more upfront when he wants to mess with someone, the Sigma male is more covered. 7. They are silent observers. Sigma males are often the quiet ones in the room, but that does not mean they aren't paying attention. They are taking in everything around them and analyzing it. They are always observing and learning. This is how they gain so much knowledge about the world around them. They might not say much, but they are always aware of what is going on. They know more than you think they do. So if you ever cross a Sigma, be prepared for the consequences. You need to take into consideration what they might know about you before you make your move. While other people might just go with the flow, Sigma males are always plotting and planning. Their mind is always working, trying to figure out the best way to achieve their goals. This makes them a difficult rival, as they are always thinking one step ahead. If you are ever in a competition with a Sigma man, you will likely find yourself at a disadvantage. You can be sure he has already thought of a way to beat you. They are always trying to find ways to get an edge over their opponents. 8. They anticipate everything very well. Have you ever played chess with a Sigma? If so, you know that they are always thinking 10 steps ahead. They are constantly strategizing and planning for every possible outcome. This makes them very hard to beat because they have already thought of everything you could possibly do. He knows how to anticipate your moves and always seems to be many steps ahead. He is always prepared for anything that might happen, making him a very risky opponent. You never want to cross a Sigma because they will always find a way to come out on top. This looks like they always have something up their sleeve which many people don't like. Instead of messing with them, it's better to just stay on their good side. 9. They can quickly figure out your weaknesses. Sigmas are very observant individuals. If you step on their tail, they can quickly figure out your weaknesses. They know how to use this against you, and will always find a way to exploit it while they seem to have forgotten it. They actually pay very close attention to everything that is going on around them. You might think you are getting away with something, but if you really annoy them, they will make sure to get you back when you least expect it. They know how to buy their time and wait for the perfect moment to strike. It's like they have a mental database of all your past actions and words. So if you got them seriously wrong, they would make sure to make you pay for it. If it's been a long time and Sigma hasn't done anything to you, it means he's either forgiven you or found a way to get over it, so you can consider yourself lucky. But if he really can't let it go, he'll find a way to make you feel his wrath. Sigma men are forgiving, and don't waste their energy on those who don't deserve it, even if they sometimes misstep against them. But they can also be very eventual individuals if you seriously wrong them. They are not the type with physical aggression, but they use their minds so that you don't know what hit you 10. They are extremely rational. Sigma men are some of the most rational people you will ever meet. They never let their emotions get in the way of their decisions. They always think with a clear head and make decisions based on logic. If you argue with a Sigma, you will quickly find that their responses are always backed up by logic. Using emotion to try and sway them is simply not going to work. You can't win an argument against a Sigma by using emotional appeals. You need to be able to back up your claims with logic and evidence, if you want to win their respect. Otherwise, they will just see you as any other person trying to take advantage of them. In this case, they will likely just ignore you, or worse, try to put you in your place. 11. They have very strong self-control. Sigma. Males never lose their cool, no matter what the situation is. They always maintain their composure. This is because they have excellent self-control. They never let their emotions get the best of them. It doesn't matter if someone just insulted them, or if they're in a heated argument, they always keep their cool and think with a clear head. This is one of the things that make them such dangerous opponents. When you're up against a Sigma, you can never get him to lose his temper. You can never get them to do something they don't want. They always stay in control of the situation and never let their emotions cloud their judgment. This is one of the things that make them such great leaders. They never let their emotions get in the way of making decisions. That's why people always look up to them and respect them. 12. They are not afraid to speak their mind. Sigma men are not afraid to speak their mind regardless of who they are against. They are always honest and direct. They never sugarcoat anything or try to make themselves look good. If you ask them for their opinion, they will give it to you straight, even if it might not be what you want to hear. If you think you can take advantage of a Sigma by trying to get them to agree with you, you are sorely mistaken. They will never just agree with you for the sake of it. They will always give you their honest opinion, even if it is not what you expected. This can sometimes be off-putting to other people, as they are not used to such honesty. But if you can get past that, you will quickly realize that Sigma males are some of the most trustworthy people you will ever meet. They will always tell you the truth, even if it might hurt your feelings.